I believe that people can control if their relationships with people fail or grow. In my own life, I have had many experiences with meeting new people and making new relationships. The first relationship I can remember is with my mother. When I was growing up, my mother and father were going through a divorce. The relationship with my mother seemed strictly professional. She told me once, "I'm your mother, not your friend. I am here to get you to college and be successful, nothing else." Soon I grew up and arrived in high school. My mother coaxed me into trying out for the play. When I made the production, my mother and I suddenly had all sorts of things to talk about. We slowly grew together and were actually able to talk. A friendship was growing. It was a nice change. Over the next 2 years, I started to realize that there's too much drama in the drama department. I needed out. Without a connection, we began to fight about dumb little things like homework and getting home on time. Neither one of us was trying very hard to just understand the other person as a person. The fight the fighting escalated, and once I got on the plane to college, we stopped speaking. A now ex-girlfriend of mine, Katie, is a good example of a good relationship which was able to grow enough to combat any negative feelings, even if we were still not together. When Katie and I first met, we were immediately drawn to each other. We told each other everything about our lives, our past, fears, things that annoyed us, and sometimes we would just sit and not talk. We both cared about the other person, but not anything more than friends. One night after a party, I walked Katie home. We talked at her door, and while just conversing about how much fun we had, when I noticed the moon seemed to be shining on her face at just the right angle, I got lost in her deep blue eyes. I decided that I should take a chance. I leaned in close to her left ear and asked her, "Is it okay if I kiss you?" She, completely caught off guard, said yes, and from that night we were inseparable. Every second of every day we talked, texted, or were together. Soon the semester ended, and we tried to do a long-distance relationship, but our goals changed. We were unable to be more than friends. Not all relationships change in a bad way. Sometimes it works out in everyone's favor. A non-secular example would be with our Heavenly Father. He loves us and is never changing in his views of the whole world, but we as sinners are constantly changing. When I was younger, I had the strongest testimony in the universe, but as I grew older, the world seemed to conform against me. I started to read my scriptures less, not pray every night, and hang out with people I probably shouldn't have. I had left the presence of the Lord, but I came to BYU, Idaho thinking that there was nothing for me here, until I opened my eyes. I got a nice, peaceful feeling from the school, which changed me. I was more relaxed, and I had more time than I originally thought. I began to find joy in reading the scriptures, and prayer was like therapy. I could unload my day because I knew someone was listening. I had been humbled, and I came before the Lord asking forgiveness, which he gave me with love. Any relationship can change, but it is up to the persons involved to determine if the outcome is good or bad. We must all strive to strengthen our relationships and build each other up.